Good morning, everyone. We are in Slovenia, and let me tell you, from the very moment I stepped off the plane, I was like breath of fresh air. It is so beautiful here, and we're gonna be exploring the outdoors, swimming in the ocean, doing a bunch of really cool stuff here. If any of you guys are like me and didn't know much about Slovenia, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised with just how gorgeous it is here. So see you along the way. Bye.
Flight was straight over the Italian Dolomites. It took only an hour to get to Slovenia. We picked up our car and headed to get some lunch. We tried some traditional Slovenian barbecue and loved it. Everything was made to perfection. We made reservations to go inside a cave that you can take a train to get inside. It's called Postojna Cave. The train ride was so fun. I had to keep reminding myself that this wasn't Disneyland, but it was actually a real-life cave, made by millions of years of minerals, limestone, rivers, and rain. All of these beautiful rock towers are ancient. Actually, we learned they grow 1 centimeter every 100 years, so you can do the math. But that must mean these are millions of years old. What's even crazier is that at one point in time, this cave was full of water. Next up, we took a shuttle to see the largest castle in the world, built into the side of a cave. We got to go inside and do a self-guided tour, which brought us into the life of medieval knights, with stories about sieges and dragons. We also learned about secret tunnels in the cave the knights used to avoid detection from enemies. I found it fascinating. As the sun went down, we made it to Piran, which was situated on the Adriatic coast. It's a very calm, laid-back town, and we got straight into the water. Then walked around the town a little and got some amazing 10 out of 10 pizza. We finished the day off with some creamy gelato. The hotel we stayed at was amazing. They offered a really great breakfast buffet, and before we left Piran, we took one last tip. We loved the cave tour so much, we signed up to go see an even bigger cave. This one is called Škocjan Cave. Unfortunately, I couldn't take any videos inside, the main parts of the cave. But we took the long way back to our car and finished exploring the cave system. So these videos aren't the actual cave, but they are still, hopefully that inspires your imagination with just how amazing it was. It kind of blows my mind that the Slovenian explorers have been discovering this cave since the early 1800s. There is even hiking trails inside the cave that those explorers literally chiseled out one by one. I loved how in both caves they have rocks lit up and very clear and safe paths to walk on, so the whole time you can just focus on the beauty of the cave. As we walked back to the car, we stopped for some ice cream and then headed to our campsite. We got to stay in these super cozy, adorable little mountain huts along the Soča River. The campsite was quiet and convenient with kitchen and bathrooms and even a camp store. The next morning, we walked to the river and admired its beauty. The water was extremely icy cold, but I loved the blue color. We did canyoneering in the afternoon, and it was so fun. This was beginner canyoneering, so nothing too extreme, but lots of water slides through the river and jumping off rocks. We rappelled down steep areas and climbed up to some wires to hike down. We ended with a 10-meter drop. Overall, it was a super fun day. We woke up early for our adventure kayaking,
but we literally forgot to bring any type of camera. So not even a GoPro. So sorry. But we did buy a photo package, so the pictures will be on my Instagram if you want to see what that experience was like. And yeah, again, sorry, I know that's a fail.
Anyway, so when we got back, we made some salad right before a little thunderstorm came through. Luckily, we had a bottle of wine we had been saving, and this was the perfect moment to relax in our little hut. The rain eventually cleared up, and we went on a little nature walk over this swinging bridge into the forest right along the river. Stopping along the way, asking myself, is this real life? That's how beautiful it was. This is where Chris swam. The water is super cold, so I was not going in. In the morning, we crossed the majestic Alps to get to Lake Bled. We waited in line for 2 hours to take a ski lift up, and we got a beautiful view of Lake Bled. Then we took an extremely beautiful and extremely fun Alpine coaster down. I thought it was a blast because it went super fast. Then we went to a little less crowded spot called Lake Bonij. and I thought it was breathtaking. The water and the architecture was incredible. Our final stop of Slovenia was the capital, Ljubljana, and I wish so badly we spent more time here. This city was so gorgeous, just like a fairy tale. We got here a little late and there was a little sprinkle of rain, but that didn't change how special it felt here. Since it was late, we got some Chinese food and then continued admiring Ljubljana. I hope this video inspired you to visit Slovenia. I have to say, this country took me by surprise and I love every second of my time here. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!